Imagine this. Everything is still and quiet as if the world is holding its breath. Birds suddenly stop singing, their usual melodies replaced by an uneasy silence. Dogs bark without end, pacing restlessly, their anxiety filling the air. Deep in the ocean, fish swim in frantic circles, darting back and forth as if sensing something we cannot. These are not isolated events, but patterns seen across the globe. Around the world, there are countless reports of animals acting very strangely just before the ground starts to shake. Is it just coincidence? Or could animals truly sense earthquakes before we do? For centuries, people have observed that animals seem to know when an earthquake is coming. They might become agitated, flee their homes, or make unusual noises that seem out of character. These observations, passed down through generations and shared in stories, have led many to believe that animals possess a mysterious sixth sense for seismic activity. While science is still searching for answers, the idea that animals can predict earthquakes remains a captivating and enduring mystery. Throughout history, there have been countless stories and legends about animals behaving strangely before earthquakes strike. These tales, passed down through generations, have sparked curiosity and debate among scientists and historians alike. In 373 BC, the ancient Greek city of Hellas was destroyed by a devastating earthquake and a powerful tsunami. Historical records tell us that, in the days leading up to the disaster, rats, snakes, and weasels mysteriously fled the city, leaving people puzzled and anxious. Could these animals have sensed the tremors before humans did? Or were they reacting to subtle environmental changes that people simply couldn't detect? More recently, in 1975, the Chinese city of Haicheng experienced a remarkably similar phenomenon. In the weeks leading up to a massive earthquake, residents noticed unusual animal behavior, including snakes emerging from their burrows in the middle of winter, a time when they would normally be hibernating. People watched in amazement as these animals acted out of character. This time, the strange animal behavior was taken seriously by local authorities. Acting on these warnings, officials ordered an emergency evacuation of the city, a decision that ultimately saved thousands of lives and became a landmark moment in disaster response. These remarkable stories, along with many others from around the world, suggest that animals might possess an extraordinary ability to sense earthquakes before they happen, perhaps holding a key to predicting these natural disasters in the future. Scientists have several intriguing theories about how animals might be able to sense earthquakes before humans are even aware that something is happening. For centuries, people have reported unusual animal behavior just before major quakes, sparking curiosity and scientific investigation. One possibility is that animals can feel the Earth's subtle vibrations long before we do. Animals that live underground or close to the ground, like moles, rabbits, and even household pets, are especially sensitive to even the faintest tremors that might go unnoticed by humans. Another idea is that animals are able to detect changes in the Earth's magnetic field, or sense the release of gases from underground cracks before an earthquake strikes. Some birds, for example, have been observed flying erratically, or leaving an area entirely, possibly responding to these invisible signals. Some scientists also believe that animals might be able to hear low-frequency sounds called infrasound that humans cannot detect. These sounds could be produced by the shifting of the Earth's plates deep below the surface, serving as an early warning system for animals. While we still don't have definitive answers, the idea that animals possess these extraordinary senses is truly remarkable. Their mysterious abilities continue to fascinate scientists and inspire further research into the hidden ways animals interact with our planet. Despite these intriguing stories and theories, the scientific community remains divided on whether animals can truly predict earthquakes. Some scientists argue that the evidence is anecdotal, and that animal behavior is just too complex to be a reliable predictor of seismic events. They point out that animals act strangely for many reasons, not just because of earthquakes. Furthermore, there have been instances where earthquakes occurred without any noticeable changes in animal behavior. This lack of consistency makes it pretty difficult to prove a direct link between the two. Despite the debate, there is growing interest in using technology to monitor animal behavior for earthquake prediction. Scientists are now using GPS trackers, cameras, and other sensors to track the movements and behaviors of animals in earthquake-prone areas. This real-time data could provide valuable insights into how animals respond to seismic activity. If we can identify patterns in their behavior that consistently precede earthquakes, we might be able to develop early warning systems that could save lives. The question of whether animals can predict earthquakes is a complex one, and honestly, we still have much to learn. While the scientific evidence is inconclusive, the historical accounts and the ongoing research suggest that there might be something to this fascinating phenomenon. The animal kingdom holds many secrets, and perhaps one day we'll fully understand the incredible ways animals interact with the world around them. Until then, we must remain curious, observant, and respectful of the natural world and all its wonders.